The lesson of this movie is to not underestimate PG-13 movies. Just because this movie is rated PG-13 does not mean that they will tone down the violence and ruin some things. It's just a rating. It does not match the quality of the film. Hey guys, this is Frozen Wish Studios here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today I'm going to be doing a review on Predator Badlands. Predator Badlands is the seventh installment in the Predator franchise. Well, I might have been wrong on that, but correct me if I'm wrong. And the third Predator movie to be directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who also directed Prey and Predator Killer of Killers, two Predator movies, two that surpass the original and is are the best Predator movies. And it stars Elle Fanning and some other native or D-list actors. But Elle Fanning is the one A-list star in the film. So I'm not gonna go over this cast. But somehow Matt Duffer and Russ Duffer, the creators of Stranger Things, aren't this interesting. And the film tells the story taking place in the future, not taking place from Earth, and in another planet where this young child predator named Deca wants to prove himself worthy to become the Yautja. He works hard to hunt in order to impress his master or father, whatever. Whatever Dex sees his quote unquote master as. But then, as he fails to hunt, and his father sees him, his master sees him as the weak link. Yeah, his father tries to kill him, but then when Deck's brother Quay tries to save him from the father slash master, Quay ends up being the one killed. The one child predator who's killed, and so Deca gets banished into another planet where he must find the thing I forgot that this huge alien. I forgot the name of the creature, but it's like this big creature from this corporation who I also forgot the name of the corp, but it's like this high tech corp, and it was also this corporation was seen in the TV show Alien Earth. Deck finds this humanoid named Thea who wants to also search for this creature and find her lost sister Tessa, who is one of the main villains of the film. And so yeah, both Deck and Thea go on an adventure to hunt this one creature. So yeah, this the Predator franchise is one of the better monster franchises. It's very similar to the Alien franchise, as they both have some things that make them connect, and also the fact that they're both made by 20th Century Fox. And I think it's abundantly clear that the Alien and Predator franchises are somewhat connected in a way, with the Alien versus Predator movies. So sure, both movies sucked, especially Requiem. But you gotta acknowledge the Alien versus Predator, whether you like it or not. That it shows that they both really are connected to each other. So going over the films in the Alien franchise, no, I mean sorry, the Predator franchise. The original Predator is a timeless classic. Now, I don't think it's the masterpiece that people make it out to be. It's not perfect, as it had a pretty bare bones, thin storyline, and there were only like three characters out of like this whole large group who are interesting. Dutch, the character that Carl Weathers Jr. plays, and Anna. Yeah, no, not Frozen Anna, of course. Character named Anna in that film. But it is a badass movie, and it's very suspenseful as well. And I appreciate it for what it's trying to do with, like, uh, giving the Predators very little screen time in order to build the intrigue and mystery to what exactly these guys are and what these characters are trying to hunt down and all that stuff. Yeah, Predator 2 sucks. I know that that movie has its offenders, but to me, Predator 2 is the Spider-Man 3 of the franchise. Although it is better than Spider-Man 3, but it's probably the dumbest Predator movie. At least it has its fun, but at the same time, though, it is pretty boring. Predators was alright, probably the most forgettable Predator movie, but I do acknowledge what it was trying to do. And then we got the worst Predator movie ever, the Predator. For a long time, I used to like view the movie as like fun bad, but the more I thought about it, the more I think it is just a plain dog shit movie. It's a movie with probably one of the worst autism representations in film history, and also it also has the blandest characters you'll ever see in the Predator franchise, and it's a movie that may seem fun when I first seem pretty enjoyable when I first watched it, but the more I think about it, just the angrier I get with that. So yeah, after the disastrous Predator movie from 2018, there was zero hope for the future of the franchise. But then came Dan Trachtenberg giving us Prey. Prey, which is one of the biggest surprises of 2022. Prey looked interesting, but given how shit the Predator was, I had low expectations for Prey. And not only that, but the fact that it's a streaming movie also kind of you know, yeah, you know what I mean by that. But not only is Prey the best Predator movie yet, but it is also the single greatest live action streaming movie of all time. And it is among the top three best streaming original films of all time, just right under K-pop Demon Hunters and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Yeah, I absolutely love Prey. I think it is just a masterpiece all around. It has the best. It has the best Predator antagonist. Although design wise, thinking about it, I will say the design of the Yaoja Predator is the one thing that the original Predator has against all the other Predator movies. It has the best design of the monster. But yeah, it's the most badass Predator movie. It has some of the best action. And of course, the best character in the Predator franchise, Naru, Amber Mid Thunder. Like I now I watch any movie with Amber Mid Thunder in it thanks to that, and yeah, yeah. So, and then there's also Predator Killer Killers, which I also loved. Like I was already looking forward to it because it's from the same director as Prey, and I would say it is the second best Predator movie under Prey. And so yeah, Dan Trachtenberg, that was the time when Dan proved himself to be the best director for the Predator franchise. And now he's directing his very first theatrically released big budget Predator movies. Well, I don't know what the budget of Prey. I'm sure Killer Killers had a lower budget though, but I don't know. If you guys know the budgets, let me know. Um, but yeah, this is the first Dan Trachtenberg Predator movie to be released worldwide, and I mean, I wasn't sure what this would be, but the moment I heard that this was going to make the Yaoja Predator a hero instead of a villain, I was already intrigued because that sounded like a very original and fresh direction to take this franchise because we've seen this generic Predator movies where the Predator just hunts down humans. That has already become a tiresome plotline as proven with the Predator 2018. Like, it is just so generic. And that's one of the movies biggest problems. It's just how generic it is. And yes, I had such high expectations for this one. I like the fact that I could already tell by the trailers that there's going to be little to no humans. The idea of a Yaoja protagonist, and also the fact that it's directed by Dan Trachtenberg. This was one of my most anticipated movies for the rest of the year, for damn sure. And it was among my top three most anticipated movies of the month in general. And yeah, but unfortunately though, this movie had its controversies. Yeah, like this movie had two major controversies surrounding this movie. The first is the design of the Predator. When the teaser came out, people hated this Predator CGI. Said something like, "Oh, why did they make the Predator black and why does it have hair?" And people online were constantly mocking the Predator. I like this design. Come on, guys. I mean, it's good. I don't care what anyone else says. But the biggest controversy this movie received, no, it's not the CGI of the Predator that received the biggest controversy. It's the fact that this movie is rated PG-13. Yes, guys, PG-13. Predator is an R-rated driven franchise, so people were like, oh, they're gonna make the Predator for kids. Oh, they Disney-fied Predator. Oh, like, oh man. I made a whole video talking about why Predator Badlands being PG-13 is no big deal and why it's not going to hurt the film. Go check the video out if you haven't yet. It's called the In Defense of Predator Badlands being PG-13. I'll say right now, I am sick of Predator PG-13 getting hate. Like, it is so stupid. How come people don't like it when kids animated movies like from Illumination and DreamWorks gets called for kids, but you all call Marvel movies and other PG-13 movies for kids? And yeah, and this isn't even the first time like a Predator, like an R-rated driven franchise got a PG-13 installment. Like, look at the Die Hard franchise. Live Free or Die Hard. That movie was great, even if it's PG-13. It was still a pretty damn great movie. So that shows that just because a movie is PG-13 does not mean it's gonna be bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna expand more on that. I want to say more about that, but I'm just gonna end up repeating myself from that one video I made. So yeah. Now, when I saw the trailer for this one, and before rewatching Prey, I had expectations on this being my new favorite Predator movie. I was thinking that this was going to be the best Predator movie ever. But then when I rewatched Prey, I was like, okay, is Predator Badlands actually going to top Prey? Because Prey just set the standard so high in this franchise. It's insane. So after seeing Predator Badlands, by the way, guys, I saw this movie twice already. Um, First time on Wednesday, November 5th, aka the day that this movie came out in my area, and the second time was last Saturday, the day before the dreaded typhoon or hurricane came into my country just yesterday. And it's, I'm not gonna get to talk more about that, but anyways, I'm here to talk about Predator Badlands, not some life shit. So yeah, now before I share my thoughts on Predator Badlands, I almost forgot to say I do apologize for the lack of movie reviews I've been doing. It's just that besides Tron Ares, a lot of these movies just that came out, while most of them I love, I think that I just didn't really think that they were worth making a full review of it on my YouTube channel. Like a lot of these movies are just weren't review worthy. But now this month is a really big month for movies, and if you saw my community posts, you saw that there are a hell lot of movies for me to review on my channel. So yeah, now let's get into my thoughts on Predator Badlands. I gotta say, guys, Predator Badlands is fucking awesome. I absolutely loved it. Dan Trachtenberg once again proves that he is the greatest Predator director of all time because he has 343 in the franchise with all three of them surpassing the original. Predator Badlands may not be my favorite Predator movie. I still think Prey is the best Predator movie. But Predator Badlands would be the second best Predator movie, second only behind Prey. Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, the idea of making the Predator the protagonist, the Yaoja protagonist, is such a unique direction to take the franchise, and yeah, it's always been so intriguing. Trachtenberg has it in him to bring this franchise to new heights, experimenting on new ideas for the franchise. Yeah, that is one thing these Trachtenberg Predator movies had in common. They were unique and different. Prey was basically a prequel to the Predator, talking about how humans first discovered the Predator, and just the setting, the native setting, what was very unique and refreshing, and the fact that it was a more character driven Predator movie as opposed to plot driven. And then Killer of Killers was also unique. Even though Killer of Killers is now the weakest Dan Trachtenberg Predator movie, it's still very unique with the different time period, the anthology, and how how the main characters from each time period would cross over to face off against the evil Yaoja. That was amazing. So yeah, long are the days of Predator movies just being shit. Cough cough. The Predator 2018. Deck is a worthy protagonist who is easy to root for. He is very similar to Kong from Monsterverse, but quite possibly better. Not only is he badass, but he struggles like how a well written protagonist should have. Deck is a character who just wants to prove to his master and like his whole clan that he is not the weakness, but he struggles to do so, resulting in his brother Quay getting killed. And yeah, and he has other flaws too. Like it's really insane the for the Predator movies to for the out for viewers to get invested in the Yaoja, but here we are. Here we are. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely worthy. Although. Yeah. He's no Naru in terms of just the best Predator protagonist. Yeah. That's actually the only reason why I favor Prey over Predator Badlands because no character in this movie match would outmatch Naru. Naru is still the queen of Predator characters. But not but it's not just making the Predator movies. No, I mean it's not just the hero Predator, hero Yaoja that makes this movie unique, but also the world and world building as well. This film takes place in different planets, so as a result, we get to learn about the background of these predators and what they're like and what they're like when they're not invading Earth. And there's already shows in the first 20 minutes of the movie where we see that the Yaoja in this planet, like what their home is like, and that they go to Earth to hunt. Like that's really the goal of a predator, to hunt. So that's actually one thing that makes the Yaoja a compelling protagonist. Like the idea already great. It's not just because it's different, but because a movie about characters hunting can be done like I mean the hunter being the hero. You can make that kind of story. It works. And yeah, the film not having any humans is a pro because this is a predator movie. Like the problem with these predator movies, like the past predator movies, is that they focus on the humans more than the predator. Now it's understandable in Prey because Naru is just so goated, such a goated character. She carried the franchise to me. And the fact that the film has no humans in it is why the film is PG-13 since alien gore does not meet in a criteria of R rating. Like you've seen those movies where there's creature gore, but it's still PG-13. Yeah, I think the people who hate this movie, they just they did not watch the movie. Okay, well maybe if you actually watch it and you make good points and say, oh, this movie's not for me, then I get it. But all those people who are like saying, oh, this movie is so Disneyfied. Oh, there's no gore in the movie. Oh, it's so kiddie. Oh, blah blah blah. I don't think they watch Predator. I do. I refuse to believe that these people who complain about this movie not being R rated and already criticizing it for being way too Disney did not watch it. I don't believe it. I don't believe them in the slightest bit. And then what else? And then of course you got the freaking action scenes. Holy crap! This movie probably has the best action in the Predator franchise yet. They are huge in scale and a lot in quality. In fact, dare I say, this movie almost has non-stop action scenes. And there's just a lot. Like this movie this might be the most action-packed Predator movie yet. It cuts right into the chase with a big action set pieces with some little time to breathe in the middle. Throughout the first 45 minutes of the film, we see Deck going from fighting his own family to fighting one creature after another. And even if he just picks up Thea and you thought that we're gonna be spending time seeing Deck and Thea just walking and walking. No, they always have aliens coming in the way and big action set pieces coming right into you. Yeah, the film has a very simple story of Deck going on a hunt to prove that he is a worthy Yaoja. It's very simple, yet very it's also a very character driven film, like just like Prey, because yeah, I mean just like Prey, where it's all about Naru, the first human to discover the Yaoja. This movie is a character study of Deck. And what pretty much the study of the predators and the legend behind them. Yeah, and this movie allows viewers to care about him, and it's very convincing that we are seeing a heroic Yaoja on screen. Oh, and keep in mind, the film doesn't depict all the Yaoja as good, because the main antagonist of the film is technically the Master, which I already mentioned. Even if, in the end, though, we see the Yaoja saying, oh, I did my job. I hope I impress you. And then the Master's like, nah, fuck you. I'm still gonna fight you. I'm still gonna kill you. And all that stuff like, damn, yeah. And then, of course, you got Elle Fanning. Probably besides the action scenes, Elle Fanning is the best thing about the film. Yeah, she is at her career's best yet. Although I have not seen Sentimental Value yet, I already know that's gonna be her true best performance. In this film, Elle Fanning plays dual roles on both the hero side and the villain side, Thea and Tessa. I I um I do have a comparison between the two characters, and it's actually very different. Both are better in their own right. As a character, Thea is my favorite character in the whole movie. I know not everyone will like Thea, and there may be some people who will see her as annoying. She is the comic relief. Yes, guys, this movie has comedy, but keep in mind, guys, the comedy comes off as natural. It's actually funny, and it doesn't take away from the serious moments. Like I'm gonna bring this movie up again. The Predator 2018. That movie was so comedic, and the comedy felt so out of place, and it took away from just the seriousness of the film. And even if Thea is a comic relief, there is still some character seriousness in her, and she's such a badass, and also like when she gets tough, you can really see the toughness on her face. Like, for example, in the climax, like we see Tessa pointing like the predator laser targeting on Thea, and then you see Thea looking at um Tessa, like and all that stuff. That is my favorite shot in the whole film. Not only is it just beautifully shot, but you can see Thea just you can see how tough she is. Yeah, when it gets serious. And even if Thea is my favorite character in the film, I think Elle Fanning gave a slightly better performance as Tessa. One of the best villains of the year, hands down. Although when it comes to Elle Fanning's performance as Thea, it's great though, strong performance, but it is very but it's basically Elle Fanning on her comfort zone. Like it's basically something you'd really expect from Elle Fanning, but this is her very first villain role as Tessa, and she freaking knocks it out of the park as a villain. We need more Elle Fanning of villain roles. Oh, and by the way, the visuals are absolutely stunning from the Yaoja design to the plan design to the prosthetics of the android. And the score kicks ass as well, man. What a score. So overall, Predator Badlands is one of the best Predator movies ever, and it may not be the best one as that will go to Prey, but it is yet another home run for the franchise that proves that Predator movies are not only back but better than ever thanks to Dan Trachtenberg. He is the single greatest Predator director of all time, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Yeah, and also, by the way, I should mention as well, when it comes to like the latest Alien and Predator project, I do prefer Alien Romulus slightly over this one because I also like the character of Rain more than any character in this one. So yeah, looks like Predator movies going forward, maybe certified bangers if they keep Dan Trachtenberg from directing it. And also, I heard rumors that this movie actually set up an Alien versus Predator reboot. Although it may have been this film, but I'm not sure if that ending is actually something that would connect to an Alien versus Predator movies. But if we do, please get Dan Trachtenberg to direct it. I genuinely hope it's either him or maybe Fede Alvarez. I think Fede Alvarez would also be a good choice to direct Alien versus Predator reboot. But yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I should mention as well. Before I give my rating. Dan Trachtenberg confirmed that his next Predator movie would be about Naru again, and it will be made so if this movie succeeds. But this movie succeeded both critically. By the way, yes, this movie has good reviews. It's only these fucking incels who hate this movie. I don't even think they watch the movie. They just hate it just for the sake of hating it. And also, this movie overperformed at the box office. This movie is already tracking to be the highest grossing Predator movie of all time. So yeah, so Dan Trachtenberg, you got what you were hoping for this movie. Now please give us the Naru Predator movie where we get to see Naru on the big screen. So with that said, guys, I'm going to give Predator Badlands a 5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't seen Predator Badlands yet, please watch the movie. So also for my review on Predator Badlands, so what are your thoughts on the movie? Would this be your favorite Predator movie? Did you not like this as much as the critics and I did? Or do you have the same thoughts as me that you would consider this as the second best Predator movie under Prey? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which I will do work on tomorrow. So yeah, bye guys.